Previously on Two Schmucks, play Mass Effect.
I can't see. This game can suck my massive dick.
Wow. The definition of massive has really been scaled down in the last couple of years.
We need those guns offline now.
Well, audience, I bet you're wondering, well, Ben, how do you know how big his dick is? Well, mind your own fucking business, okay?
Yeah, what he said. It's not like we compare or anything.
Understood.
You know, just whenever I visit him in Vegas, we go to the bathroom, we go to the same urinal, and
Oh my
we
God,
cross
fucking-
streams.
That reminds me of that one time that we were playing Minecraft.
Oh yeah.
And we were both using a beam weapon and we crossed them and at the same freaking time. Oh god, at the same. Oh wait. Let's see.
Caden would be right over here.
So would Ashley if she were alive. Yeah.
But Caden's not dead. He just joined. We just didn't ask him to join the Normandy.
Yes, Commander. Is there someone you'd like to reach?
This is so sad.
Holy shit, Garrus.
What's your location?
Your location is.
Oh my god, you're gonna make me have a stroke, Jeremy.
And that's a problem. Why?
Understood.
Wow, you are really unkind.
Heads up! We've got more incoming!
We'd better cover our left flank. I'm on it.
I let them come to me.
Why are they
Garrus!
walking like that?
Garrus, you fucking dumb asshole. Garrus! Garrus! Garrus!
Understood.
They're all gone. Did we get anyone to the beam?
And now, the conclusion of Two Schmucks, play Mass Effect.
Negative. Our entire force was decimated. It's too much. We need to regroup. Fall back to the buildings.
Well, this is the final part
All forces, retreat.
of our video, of our series.
We've reached the end, guys.
Pull back.
We appreciate those who have stayed with us, and, you know, as a side note, remember to keep keeping track of all my deaths, and I'm missing like shit. Holy shit, holy shit, oh my
Oh
god.
my god, Jeremy.
I'm missing, that is bad. I'm missing.
Holy shit, dude. What the fuck?
In my defense, Ben,
I had this game.
yes,
Okay, here comes Marauder Shields. You've got this.
who hopefully will become Marauder Health.
You shoot him so hard he changes his name.
Come on, bitch. Show yourself. Gotta be pinpoint. And I'm missing. 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 Oh my god, I actually got him.
Jesus. That was close, though.
He fell over like a bitch, though.
That's no moon.
Lop.
Holy shit. You did it. This is the Admiral. We've got reports that someone made it to the Citadel. We need to give them time to get those arms open. All fleets converge on the Crucible. Protect it at all costs.
Oh, look. It's a keeper.
If your girlfriend looks like this, then she's a keeper.
Throwback to a very early episode. And the fact that you kept getting annoyed when I kept on making that joke.
Shepard,
Love.
Shepard.
Anderson. You up here too?
Followed you up, but we didn't come out in the same place. Oh, at least I don't think we did. What's your surrounding look like? You okay?
Bottom.
Just gotta keep moving. It's dark. There's human remains scattered.
It looks like the last colonoscopy I had. I mean, what?
Dark hallway. Reminds me of your description of the collector base.
I have questions.
Makes sense.
You think they're making a Reaper in here?
Sure. They round them up on Earth, then send the people up here to be processed.
Goddamn abomination. I'm gonna keep moving. The sooner we blow these bastards back to hell, the better. The tubes don't go on forever. But where the hell are we?
Yeah. Doesn't look like any part of the Citadel I've been to.
Honestly, the one thing that kind of annoys me about this entire section
One of the walls here just feels like it's
is how slow Shepard walks.
changing.
Yeah.
And I understand why they did it, because they have a lot of dialogue between Shepard and Anderson right now.
I was in.
I think I'm near an exit.
But it sucks.
Agreed.
Also, the fact that Anderson had just been like
Might be a way to
saying
close
that
Don't get too far ahead of me.
the walls were moving, and then Shepard immediately gets to that same section that Anderson was just at. Is like, how the fuck did he get so much
Found
further
that gas
ahead?
we were talking about.
Hold on. I see something. A control panel, maybe. I'm just gonna go on ahead.
Anderson. Damn it.
Shepard still has a gun. You know, you see all those lights in the distance on the Citadel? It makes me wonder,
Anderson.
they didn't have time to really evacuate the Citadel, so all those, like, other, like, billions of people just on the Citadel, like, not knowing what the fuck's going on.
Oh no, they've probably already all been.
Decimated by the Reapers.
You, Shepard.
Yeah.
What a...
I warned you. Control is the means to survival. Control of the Reapers, and of you, if necessary.
They're controlling you.
I don't think so, Admiral.
Red.
Why waste your time with us if you can control the Reapers?
Because I need you to believe. When humanity discovered
Liar.
the mass relays, when we learned there was more to the
Lop.
galaxy than we imagined, there were some who thought the relays should be destroyed. They were scared of what we'd find, terrified of what we might let in. But look at what humanity has achieved. Since that discovery, we've advanced more than the past 10,000 years combined. And the Reapers will do the same for us again, 1,000-fold. But... only if we can harness their ability to control.
Bullshit. We destroy them, or they destroy us.
And waste this opportunity? Never.
Red.
Maybe you're just so hungry for power that it's clouded your vision.
No. No. It's not that simple.
Isn't it? You're willing to give up anything for control.
Yes. If not me, then who? Are you going to control the Reapers?
There's always another way.
I've dedicated my life to understanding the Reapers, and I know with certainty the Crucible will allow me to control them.
And then what?
Look at the power they wield. Look at what they can do.
I see what they did to you.
I took what I wanted from them, made it my own. This isn't about me or you. It's about things so much bigger than all of us.
He's wrong. Don't listen to him.
And who will you listen to, Shepard? An old soldier stuck in his ways, only able to see the world down the barrel of a gun? And what if he's wrong? What if controlling the Reapers is the answer?
Red.
Then open the arms. Let the Crucible dock and use it to end this.
I will.
Do it.
I know it will work.
You can't, can you? They won't let you do it.
No! I'm in control! No one is telling me what to do!
Listen to yourself. You're indoctrinated.
And you sound like a punk bitch.
No!
Lop.
The two of you so self-righteous. Do you think power like this comes easy? There are sacrifices.
You've sacrificed too much.
Shepard, I only wanted to protect humanity. The Crucibles can control them. I know it can. I just...
It's not too late. Let us go. We'll do the rest.
I can't do that, Commander.
Of course you can't. They own you now.
You'd undo everything I've accomplished. I won't let that happen.
Well, damn.
Damn. Bottom.
You're nothing more than the Reaper's plaything now.
Now, you're the one who failed.
Do it! Do it! Damn it! Oh.
I preempted that. I had a feeling that you were going to tell me to do it, so I was ready.
Lop. Good work. It's just on the screen for, like, not even a second.
I used the one brain to telepathically. On your end, it was like, you know, he's gonna say do it, and so I was like, I'm gonna do it.
There. Earth. I wish you could see it like I do, Shepard. It's so perfect.
And you're a punk bitch who died like a punk bitch.
You're a wanker, elusive man.
Dude.
I always liked this visual.
This is it, everyone. The arms are opening.
On a side note, with regards to the Elusive Man specifically, number one, Martin Sheen did an absolute phenomenal job in the role.
Agreed.
And number two, there is a book called the Mass Effect. Oh god, I can't think of what it is off the top of my head. I'll have to look it up.
10 seconds to
But
contact.
it's a series of books that includes many backstories. Backstories that include Liara's backstory into
That's it. The Crucible is docked.
finding Shepard's body after the Normandy exploded at the beginning of Mass Effect 2. It includes a backstory of how the Elusive Man overtook, Omega, forcing Arya out of Omega, hence the Omega DLC for Mass Effect 3. It includes the backstory of how Tali acquired the information
We
that
did it.
led to certain events in Mass Effect 1.
We did.
It includes a backstory on Garrus, when he how he became the sniper he is, and it was right before
Seats in the house.
the mercenary groups that tried to attack him when he was Archangel on Omega. And it also includes a backstory of the Elusive Man when he was a soldier, and I believe his name was Jack at the
I think
time.
you earned a rest.
It's been a really long time since I've actually read the backstory for him.
Stay
But yeah,
with me. We're almost
it
through this.
wasn't my favorite. I mean, obviously my favorite backstories that it included was Tali's and Garrus's.
You did good. I'm proud of you.
But Tali's
Thank you,
backstory and Garrus's backstory and the Elusive Man's backstory, and they even had one for James Vega. Those backstories were all called homeworlds, if I'm not mistaken.
Shepard? Commander.
What do you need me to do?
Nothing's happening. The Crucible's not firing. It's gotta be something on your end.
Just let me die in peace.
Commander Shepard.
I don't see... I'm not sure how to...
Commander.
And thus he's going to heaven. The end. Thanks for joining us, guys. What an anticlimactic game.
A very anticlimactic ending.
Hey, little bitch.
Look, it's the little brat from
Wake
the
up.
beginning.
What? Where am I?
The Citadel. It's my home.
Who are you?
I am the Catalyst.
I
No,
thought
you're
the
a brat.
Citadel was the catalyst.
No, the Citadel is part of me.
I need to stop the Reapers. Do you know how I can do that?
Perhaps. I control the Reapers. They are my solution.
I just realized that line makes no sense. At least to me. Maybe somebody can explain it. I control the
what?
Reapers. If he controls the Reapers, then literally,
Chaos.
why are you helping? because, like, literally, the Reapers are destroying everything, so why are you helping me potentially destroy yourself?
But we found a way
Probably
to
to
stop that
understand.
from happening. A way to restore order.
By wiping out organic life?
No, we harvest advanced civilizations, leaving the younger ones alone. Just as we left your people alive the last time we were here.
But you killed the rest.
We helped them ascend, so they could make way for new life, storing the old life in Reaper form.
I think we'd rather keep our own form.
No, you can't. Without
Yes,
us
I
to
can.
stop
Fuck you.
it, synthetics would destroy all organics. We've created the cycle so that never happens. That's the solution.
Do all 3 of the left.
You said you're the catalyst.
You know,
What are you?
in hindsight,
A construct.
this is almost...
An intelligence designed eons ago to solve
This
a
game
problem.
is almost kind of like
I
a,
was created to bring balance. To be
oh,
the
what's the word?
catalyst for peace
A
between
cautionary
organics
tale
and synthetics.
on reality,
Just an
because when you
AI.
think about it,
In as much as you are just an
it's almost like
animal,
life imitating
I
art, in a
embody
sense,
the
to some
collective
extent.
intelligence of all Reapers.
And I say that because
But you were
when you take a look at, like, AI,
Correct.
like, you know, the AI
By who?
art that you
By
see
ones
all the
who
time, like
recognized
literally,
that conflict
you know,
would
blah, blah,
always
blah.
arise between synthetics and
Um,
organics. I was
That's
first
just one of
created
those
to oversee
things,
the
and then you've got,
relations between
like, a whole
synthetic
bunch
and
of
organic
bots
life,
that
to establish
contact and
connection.
everything.
But our efforts always ended in conflict, so a new solution was required.
The Reapers?
Precisely.
Oh, wait. That's Leviathan, that's Reapers.
Yeah, I think
Are those ones new? Because
Leviathan's new.
I met your creators. They told me what you did to them.
We did as we were expected.
They said you betrayed them. That you turned them into Harbinger.
When they asked that I solve the problem of conflict, they failed to understand they were part of the problem themselves. The flaws of their organic reasoning could not perceive this. They lacked the foresight to understand their destruction was part of the very solution they required.
Well, they've joined this war now.
And I welcome their involvement. I am only facilitating their request.
Where did the Reapers come from? Did you create them?
My creators gave them form. I gave them function. They, in turn, give me purpose. The Reapers are a synthetic representation of my creators.
The Leviathan.
Yes, they created me to oversee the relations between
just dawned on
synthetic
me
and organic life. To
that why
establish a
would
connection.
this
They became the first true Reapers.
creature,
They
this
did
Star
not
Child,
but it was the
take
only
the form of a
solution.
human? And my only guess is that
You said that
it's
before.
familiarity for
But how do the
Shepard
Reapers solve
specifically.
anything?
Yeah.
Organics create
think that's
synthetics
exactly
to
it,
improve
actually.
their own existence, but those improvements have limits. To exceed those limits, synthetics must be allowed to evolve. They must, by definition, surpass their creators. The result is conflict, destruction,
Because this is the
chaos.
interesting
It is
thing, Ben, with
inevitable.
regards to the Asari.
Reapers harvest
I
all
once
life,
saw
organic
a
and synthetic, preserving them before
an
they
image
are forever lost to this conflict.
of different races. You want me to do the top one?
Yeah.
Of different
We're
races,
at war with
including
Reapers
the
right now.
You may
Turians
be in
and the
conflict with the
Solarians
Reapers, but they are not interested
and
in
a
war.
human, and they were all talking
I find
about
that hard to
how they're
believe.
attracted to the
When
Asari.
fire burns, is it
And
at war?
now keep in mind, this is
it
just
in conflict?
an image, like
Or
somebody
is it
drew it up.
simply doing what it was
And
created to do?
it basically showcases
We are no different.
an Asari, but the Asari,
harvest
it
your
has
bodies, your knowledge,
features that
your
are specific to
creations.
each
We
one of those
preserve it
races. So,
to
you
be
know, human,
reborn in the form of a new Reaper.
not Corian,
Like a
Turian
cleansing
and
fire,
Solarian.
we restore
And
balance.
considering that the Asari can mate with any
New life,
species,
both
it would make
organic
sense
and
that
synthetic, can
they
once
must
again
have
flourish.
something, like some pheromone feature or something that allows
know
them
about the
to
Crucible?
when you
The
view
device
them,
you
you
refer
view
to
them
as the
as
Crucible
close
is little
to
more
your
than a
species
power
as
source.
possible.
However, in combination with the Citadel and the relays, it is
Interesting.
capable of releasing tremendous amounts of energy throughout the galaxy.
I'll have to try
It
and
is
find that
crude,
and send it
but
to you because
effective and adaptive in its design.
it makes sense as to why,
Who designed it?
like, Krogan
You would
and
not know that,
Solarian
and there
and
is not
Turian
enough
and
time
every,
to
like,
explain.
race can literally
We
just
first noted the concept
mate
for this
with the
device
Asari,
several cycles ago. With
and
each
it's like,
passing cycle,
the Asari is just like,
design has
blah,
no
blah, blah,
doubt evolved.
I can mate with any of
Why
you.
didn't you stop it?
We believed the concept had been eradicated. Clearly, organics are more resourceful than we realized.
Bottom.
The defining characteristic of organic life is that we think for ourselves. Make our own choices. You take that away, and we might as well be machines, just like you.
You have choice, more than you know. The fact that you are standing here, the first organic ever, proves it. But it also proves my solution won't work anymore.
So now what?
We find a new solution.
Why are you telling me this? Why help me?
You have altered the variables.
What do you mean?
The Crucible changed me, created new possibilities, but I can't make them happen. If there is to be a new solution, you must act. It is now in your power to destroy us. But be warned, others will be destroyed as well. The Crucible will not discriminate. All synthetics will be targeted. Even you are partly synthetic.
Bottom.
I made it this far. We'll destroy you without setting it off.
Impossible. You are vastly outnumbered. You have sacrificed many of your resources just to reach this point. If you do not use the Crucible, the Reapers will not be stopped, and the cycle will continue.
I don't believe you.
Your belief is not required.
There has to be another way.
There is. You can instead use the energy of the Crucible to seize control of the Reapers.
So, the elusive man was right after all.
Yes, but he could never have taken control, because we already controlled him.
But I can.
You will die. You will control us, but you will lose everything you have.
Bottom.
I didn't fight this war so I could give up everything I have.
And I do not look forward to being replaced by you, but I would be forced to accept it.
Not if I refuse to do it.
There is another solution. Synthesis.
And that is?
Add your energy to the Crucibles. The chain reaction will combine all synthetic and organic life into a new framework, a new DNA.
Bottom.
You're asking me to change everything. Everyone. I can't make that decision. I won't.
Why not? Synthetics are already part of you. Can you imagine your life without them?
Yes,
That's
I mean,
beside the point.
Your time is at an end. You must decide.
Okay, so I know that there's a secret fourth choice if you reject all of them, but I don't remember what it does. However, I already know which decision I want to choose. Jeremy, do top.
Let's get this over with.
Do what you must.
so basically, the way that this goes, before you choose, I just want to point out, this left path is the blue ending, which would normally constitute what most people would say would be the Paragon ending. However, the way that I look at it is I look at that as the Renegade option. This right path is the red option, which would normally be considered the renegade option. However, I look at that as the paragon option. So it's almost like they reversed. This middle path is the green path, and that's pretty much what would be considered neutral in a sense. Then there is the fourth secret ending that Ben was talking about. Now, to get the fourth secret ending, all you have to literally do is shoot this little shit like 2 times, and he's like, so be it, and then like the game fucking ends. And I shit you not. There is an ending cutscene if you choose that ending, but it's a little bit more anticlimactic than the other 3, unless, Ben, you really wanted to do that. So go for it, Ben. Tell me what I'm doing.
Well, Jeremy, I want you to walk forward.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
You're welcome, Captain Stupid. Now keep walking. A little bit further, a little bit further. Just a tiny bit more. Now stop. Turn around 180 degrees. Just look out that big open space. Look at all that carnage. You know, that's a lot. It's a lot going on out there. But you know what? We're gonna forget all of that. I want you to turn yourself back towards the middle. Now turn right about 45 degrees. All right, or you could turn left about 100,
270,
300, yeah, 270, whatever. You know what? Math is fine. Let's just go destroy the Reapers. Fuck it. Cheese Shepherd did not come this far being an absolute menace to the galaxy just to try to control the Reapers or synthesize organic life, you know? Cheese Shepherd said, fuck the Quarians, alright? Do you think that's the kind of person who would try to control the Reapers? No. That's the kind of person who would destroy the Reapers.
So shall I shoot? And epic song. This song is just so absolutely incredible.
Yeah, an end once and for all. Very first time I played this game. Mind you, it was the very first time I'd ever played a Mass Effect game, so I didn't have all of the things. This cutscene made me tear up.
Now, for the record, no matter which of those 3 endings you choose, it's going to play an end once and for all. And the thing is that
All fleets,
when this game first came out, there was a different version of this song because the way that the ending ended, it was, shall we say, a lot of fans were a little bit upset with how certain things happened. And so they released what is called the extended cut ending, which is included in the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. In fact, the extended edition is the only ending that you can do.
I'm going to interrupt you real quick because I fucking love the visual of like the lights creeping along the citadel up to the center till the discharge. It's really cool. Really good sci-fi visual. Anyway, continue.
So, because of the fact that the original game had an original ending, and they ended up adding, free of charge, mind you, an extended cut ending. And the extended cut ending, if you remember from the previous video that we did, where the Normandy comes in and takes Garrus and Liara away to safety, that was actually part of the extended cut. It was not in the original game. And the reason it was not in the original game was because the developers and everybody were kind of like, no offense, lazy in that regard, because of the fact that they were wondering, well, how did those squad mates get back onto the Normandy? And so it was a loophole, or a plot hole, that they had to rectify by adding it into the extended cut ending. And so they ended up fixing a lot of the issues that the original ending had, which is a nice little, thing. And of course they did it free of charge because, to make people pay for that would have been like an absolute dick move.
Would have been a slap to the face.
Very much so. And so, this cutscene, they actually extended it even further. The original song for An End Once and For All was about maybe 2.5 minutes long. And the very ending of An End Once and For All ends very abruptly. And the way that I can describe that is that it ended so abruptly that it almost like cuts off, in a sense that it's like it doesn't end well. And so when they did the extended cut ending, they ended up the composer, and I don't know which composer it was, probably Sam Hulick, who did this. I could be mistaken. I'd have to take a look to actually verify who actually does the song. In fact, I'll do that right now because I don't want to, miss. Fuck you, phone. I don't want to miss anything of this. Let's see, Mass Effect. I gotta find my Mass Effect playlist. An End Once and For All. Okay, so An End Once and For All, the extended cut version, was done by Clint Mansell and Sam Hulick. So I was partly right. But you see how the music is now building up? In the original version, it builds up, but then it cuts very abruptly. In this version, it builds up, and it allows it to expand and then have like some closure at the very end of it. And you'll hear it like right, coming up soon. So that ended well because it had like, it had that perfect build up, and then it like, crescendoed or, whatever to give it that resolute ending. Whereas the original ending, it builds up, but then it just cuts off. And the reason that it just cuts off was because of how the original ending actually was, which is an unfortunate, way of doing stuff.
Well, now that we're here, since we've got a lot of cutscene to get through, I think we've discussed this in previous parts of this series, but since we're on the subject matter, Jeremy, I wanted to ask you what ending you normally choose, because I'm personally a big fan of the synthesis ending.
I think Carlo's a big fan of the synthesis ending too.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it feels like the best possible ending. It feels like, evolution of the galaxy, the perfect solution to the Reaper's, I guess, prime directive,
So,
I never choose the destroy option because I like the Geth. In the end, I think the Geth are honestly really cool. Just as a species and as like, AI, basically I just like, I always do the path where I on Rannoch where you save both the Quarians and the Geth, and I feel like, getting that far just to kill the Geth with the ending feels lame. But that's my personal opinion.
The war is over.
So
the Reapers have been defeated.
The number of times that I've played through this game,
against all odds,
I've
and in
actually
the face of the greatest threat this galaxy has ever known,
done all 4 different
survived.
Endings, including the secret ending, because I wanted to see what that secret ending was like in person. Like I obviously learned about it online because somebody had posted it online at the time, but I still wanted to experience that for myself just to see what it would be like.
This victory belongs to each of us.
It's an interesting ending, but it is probably the most anticlimactic out of all of them.
Civilization on every world.
I have done the control ending because I just wanted to see what that was like. I have done synthesis, which I believe, and you said it's your favorite, but I believe it's also Carlo's favorite.
We lost. We must
the one that I almost always do is the destroy ending. And my reasoning behind that, and I didn't realize this at the time, but my reasoning behind destroy
This wasn't a victory
comes
by a
down
single
to
fleet, a single army,
not
or
really
even
an
a
Easter
single
egg, or
species.
it's almost like an after credits brief cameo scene, so to speak. And we'll get to it,
And if we can
eventually,
put
because
down
Ben
our
decided to do
grievances
destroy
long
for me.
enough to stop something as powerful
But
as the Reapers, imagine
it's the
what we can
only
achieve
ending,
now that they are defeated.
at least right now,
It will take
in
time,
continuity, in
but we can
continuity,
rebuild
that
everything
basically
that was
shows
destroyed.
an N7 chest plate,
Our homes, our
which is
worlds,
the chest
our
plate of
fleets and
Shepard,
defenses,
take a
all of
breath.
this and more.
At the very end of both
Together,
Control
we can
and
build a future
Synthesis,
greater than any one of us could
you
imagine.
don't get that. At least not on the original game. You
A
might have
future
gotten
paid
that
for by the
in
sacrifices of those who fought and died
this
alongside us. A future
Legendary
that
Edition,
many will never see.
but
I think you still have to have like the maximum military power possible to get the
that might have been it. They might have actually changed it to be like that. I don't remember, but I do know that in the original game, you had to do destroy in order to get Shepard
Well, I
to
think
ensure that he was alive, or he or she was alive.
it's still destroy, but you have to have full maxed out military power going into the destroy ending to get it. And to do that, you basically need everyone alive. You need to save both the Geth and the Quarian. Like, it's... You've got to
And
basically
while we
do
still have many
everything throughout
challenges ahead of us,
all three games.
we can face them together. And we will honor those who died to give us that future.
I'm very petty in that I don't usually go for the Control ending, just because going for the Control ending just gives the Elusive Man a win. And, fuck
It
the
actually
Elusive
makes
Man.
sense on that one. That's another thing, because when it's talking about the different endings, when it's talking about Control, it actually showcases the Elusive Man during that scene, so to speak. And then when it's talking about the Destroy ending, it's showing Anderson being the one that's shooting the thing, because it's showcasing what's supposed to be good and what's supposed to be bad, even though Control is technically Paragon / blue.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I remember the endings being really divisive among the community, and back in the day, I didn't really have many thoughts on it either way, but years later, now that I'm an adult and can kind of like analyze things a little bit better from a narrative standpoint, I like the endings. So I like being presented with an option, or with options on how to end the game. And I don't necessarily agree with the camp that's like, no, the only option was always to destroy the Reapers. I really think that giving us, the players, a choice of how to end the game, end the story, was honestly a really cool choice. Granted, I think maybe there could have been some things done a little bit better, but I still really like the idea, and I think that the three ending
Commander Shepard, Jennifer Hale.
The idea is really good. Well, not really good, but like good.
The one thing that I also wanted to mention, and this is something that like a lot of fans initially had an issue with, and that is that because the ending felt so underwhelming at the time, I should say, especially before the extended cut ending released. It was basically, you gotta remember that it was never about the destination. It was about the journey, and the journey spanning all three games was absolutely incredible. The friends you made, Garrus, Tally, Rex, Liara, you know, etc., etc. You know, the stuff that you went on, like you know, the stuff that you got into and everything like that. Like, you know, from Mass Effect 1 becoming the first human Spectre, to Mass Effect 2 going on a suicide mission, to Mass Effect 3 throwing a party right before the very end. Like, all of it was absolutely incredible. And the way that I look at it is the same way that I look at The Lord of the Rings, is that it was never about the destination, it was about the journey getting there, and the friends you formed, and you know, like they became a family to you, even though, you know, Callie died. Well, they were all, like, it's the experience, the overall experience, and you can't just look at it as like 3 separate games. You got to look at it as one continuous, you know, experience, one continuous, you know, journey. And so when people complain about how this game ended, you're only complaining about a very small section of it. You can't tell me that you hated the ending and then you hate the rest of the game, all 3 games, because of it. Because you invested time and, you know, everything to, you know, play through these games and to get your perfect ending, how you wanted to play the game. It was all done to be enjoyed, and you have to.
I mean, on that note, sorry to interject, but on that note, a lot of Mass Effect, I mean, in point of fact, a lot of the game's premise is based solely on player preference. They give you a lot of classes, or a lot of different classes, a lot of different weapons. You even get, you know, you even get the choice of playing as male ship or femme ship. Like, so it's preference. And all of the endings, they all boil down to preference. So I think, honestly, by that logic, by that criteria alone, the endings were actually, like, the branch endings were actually a really good choice on the developers' part. But that's just my opinion. Again, like, presenting us with 3 different paths plus a 4th secret path, like, everybody's gonna choose differently, because everybody's, you know, everybody who plays the game thinks differently. They, you know, rationalize and logic differently. So it's very interesting to see, like, who prefers what ending, right? And that's the beauty of having multiple ending choices, is that you can choose the ending you like, which is why I always go for the synthesis ending. And Jeremy always goes for the destroy ending, and so on and so forth. So, anyway, I'll get off my soapbox. I did want to pose a question to the audience, and that is, what is your favorite ending? Do you like the idea of the branch endings at all? And if not, why? I'm genuinely interested to hear answers here, because I really think you can learn a lot about a person by their answer to this very question. That being, like, what ending did they prefer, if they like the branch endings. Anyways, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip the credits, and we're gonna go to the end credits scene. Thanks for joining us, and remember to count all of my deaths, and, you know, whoever whoever is the first person to comment saying, you know, how many I had total, we'll reach out to you and get you something.
See ya!
Did that all really happen?
Yes, but some of the details have been lost in time. It all happened so very long ago.
When can I go to the stars?
One day, my sweet,
What will be there?
Anything you can imagine. Our galaxy has billions of stars. Each of those stars could have many worlds. Every world could be home to a different form of life. And every life is a special story of its own.
Tell me another story about the shepherd.
It's getting late, but okay. One more story.